as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Warhawks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas State's offense has the ball first today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Williams looking for a man. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Warhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Williams will pass. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Buys a little time. On the move, he fires. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense working from the pistol. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got the first down himself. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll run the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Handoff to the lone back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Warhawks! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And with the heat he's been under, you wouldn't be surprised if he's seeing ghost every time he drops back. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. Hard running there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Williams looking for a man. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Booker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. Working the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Williams will pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Warhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made a defender miss. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Might be calling a hot route. Williams looking for a man. He's going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Warhawks!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection in the defense, putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's up to 107 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get through.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Texas State, 3.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. These DBs going to give a little cushion. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Makes the grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Warhawks are marching down the field. They just keep firing. Finds a spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Forced out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Rush is on him. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Williams looking for a man. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of